How you doing, Kadra?
Good. How are you? Good morning.
Thank you. How the exercise coming along?
So this morning I did the Gallups. Yeah, I sent it to the Google Drive.
Oh, good. I'll take a look at that.
Yeah, I got the results. It gave me my top 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious what the top 5 are, but I haven't gone in depth to know like what exactly it means. But one of the exercises that we had for today, it was the top 5 professional, top 5 personal. I don't know if you sent it out or maybe I didn't receive it. I didn't receive last week's.
I'll make sure I'll check that afterwards. Let me take a note of that.
Yeah, because I wanted to do the professional one, but I didn't have the slides of the professional ones to go through.
Cool. I'll make sure that goes out. Excellent.
And the 3 extra ones you gave me last week, gonna finish that today. I looked over it. It was really interesting. So I have to like actually set like an hour or 2 and just like deeply answer them. But yeah, it's good overall.
You need to spend some alone time and just think through, like, especially the wheel of life. It's like, what do you want in those 8 aspects of? Yeah. Because it's really important that align with your values and your goals and everything else to know exactly what you're going for. Because once you have that, that's kind of like the North Star, and you can make decisions easier, and you can decide, what industries and organizations and who you want to talk to, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
exactly. No, it's going to be good. Awesome. I'm going to finish them today. So do I also send that to Google Docs, those 3? Okay.
Please. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm so excited because I used to have to let people in, and now I just put the Zoom link into the invite, and everybody just comes in automatically. Yeah. I used to have to jump out, let people in, jump out, let people in. Now just jump in. It's good. All right, so it looks like we got a small crew today here, which is good because we get more done together. So let's jump in. Today, any question about the old stuff before we get into the new stuff? No, personally. I do believe that I forgot to send out last week's notes and so forth. So I will do that today later on. So you have an opportunity to take a look at that presentation again. So let's go. We're going to share the screen. There it is. Okay. Tell me when you can see it.
I can see it.
Yeah, good. Okay, I'm going to go to presentation mode. So today we're talking about vision. Michael, you might have done a little bit of work on this, so we can revisit what you've already done, or you can leave early, whatever works for you, or go deep. Okay. Today, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So the personal vision statement. Now we've talked about your purpose and your passion and your values. Now we're at the vision. What's the difference between that's where you want to be, right? So this is like not today. Oh, we got a couple more people joining. Give me 1 second. Hello, Ross.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Awesome, man. And we got Mark jumping in here too. So hang on 1 second. Mark, how are you?
Good, guys. Sorry about that. I was dropping my daughter off at school.
No excuse at all.
All right, got it. Totally get it.
We never let daughters in life get in the way of this. No,
that's what I told her. I was like,
all good, all good. So we're jumping into the vision statement. We're saying, okay, we've been through the purpose, been through the passion, been through the values. Now we're at the vision, which is where you want to be. It is not where you are today. So it's like, this is the vision of where I want to go. So it is good because it'll keep you focused and what's really important, help you stay connected, and make sure that you're doing your agenda and not somebody else's, because in the vacuum of a vision, it's really easy to get persuaded into doing something else that's not really aligned with where you want to go. It'll just keep you focused on what really matters to you, provide clarity, and a place that directs your attention in the present moment, but you know where you're going. And it can illuminate the way in periods when you're down and depressed and just kind of spiraling, which we all get to once in a while. and shed off all the stuff that's holding you back. So Timothy Galway, who wrote The Inner Game of Work, says if you have a clear vision of where you want to go, you are not as easily distracted by the many possibilities and agendas that otherwise divert you. So it's a really good focusing tool. So it's going to focus on 3 very simple questions. And for those of you who've gone through this before, let's go deep today and really, really evaluate the whys of this. I know it's only an hour, and so it does warrant additional attention if you can't get to it all today. The questions are, what do you want to do? What do you want to have? What do you want to be? Sounds deceptively easy, but then you start to think about it. It's like, well, why do I want those things? And why do I want to have those things? Why do I want to be those things? And if you do the first 2 first, what do you want to do and have? Be kind of flows along. You say, well, who do I need to be to have and do those things? Okay. So we're going to start today with the exercise. We're going to do the do, the have, the be, and then we're going to draft a vision statement. We're going to know it's not perfect. I'm going to give you some guidelines. I give you some samples. And that's the goal for today, is to come up with a paragraph that kind of combines this together. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to start on the 5 things that you want to do. And if those of you have already done some of this exercise a little bit before, I want you to go deeper into the whys. Okay. And say, why do you want to do those things? It's like, oh, I want to climb Mount Everest. Why? Because it sounds cool. Well, go deeper than that. It's like, because it's really going to test my sense of ability and whether I can actually do the things that I think I can do physically or whatever. I don't know. Just I want you to think about the why. So let's start and give you a couple minutes on this, maybe 5 minutes on your things that you want to do. If you have any questions, feel free to jump in while you're doing this. I'm going to do the exercise along with you. It's always good to redo this. Remember, these are activities. The next thing we're going to work on is kind of like the possessions, whether they be physical or ethereal, like they could be relationships, they could be material things, but this is things that you actively want to do. Give one more minute. All right, we gotta keep this moving along today. So I'm not gonna share all 5, but if anybody wants to share a couple of their top ones and what it is and the why, just to make sure we're on the right path and maybe give other people ideas.
I could go.
Oh, Kazra.
So for my number one, I have travel, because I used to travel a little bit more when I was younger, just exploring new cultures, new cuisines, and understanding, like, I'm a big history guy, understanding historical facts that have happened in those countries just brings me joy, and it's like a little hobby of mine, I guess.
Awesome.
Um,
Number 2.
Learning how to code, because nowadays, like, I feel like everyone can code, and it's become such like an important thing, and it's a good way to make like side money, like doing like small projects. I have zero knowledge on it, but it's something I want to get into.
Cool.
And I'll share one more. It's become a better cook during quarantine. I've really gotten into cooking and just making my own food, and you know, um, going with different recipes. But I really want to like try harder stuff. So maybe taking a class or like watching videos. Just with practice, I know it's going to get better with just those 3.
Cool. And go deeper into the why. Like what about cooking feeds your soul, right? It's like, what is it? Is it like the sense of organization that I have, or just presenting stuff for other people and just get acknowledgement? What, there's something deep down that's even a level down. Than
It's like a relaxing mechanism, and like it's it's something to relax me.
Perfect. Good. So that it's helping you to kind of get in flow. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to come up with a couple? Go for it, man.
I got engage with community,
Yeah.
own a business ultimately is what I'd like to be doing. And I would constantly be learning. Nothing in particular, just to feel like you're gaining throughout, as things go. But a few of the reasons, just camaraderie, with kind of engaging with the community, owning a business. There's that trust in yourself and
Yeah.
feeling fulfilled personally, but also like your decision making.
Yeah.
And then just, learning is taking advantage of the, opportunities that are, that do come across your path and you're able to take advantage of.
Cool. And with the camaraderie, just stepping back for a second, like, what are you getting out of it? Be as selfish as you can be here. Seriously.
I don't know. It's like I was raised in sports, and there's something that is that in you, that I think it brings out your best when you're working for other people for that common goal. And it's not just, it gives you, it's like a family in a way. It's another family, and it gives you reason and a drive to do something.
Good. So a sense of belonging, inclusion, maybe, I don't know. I'm just throwing those out there because in the Maslow hierarchy of effects, belonging is pretty high. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Rest of you guys, anybody else want to share a couple?
Yeah, I can jump in. Michael, if I could just throw into the camaraderie too. There's a sense of security along with that as well. While you're providing that for others, that they're also providing that for you too. So it helps, I think, even build up confidence in a certain way too.
Nice.
So some of my ideas here. So one, create or ideate. I'm a creative person by nature. I find joy in developing new ideas and learning new creative artistic tools. Two would be to mentor or teach / lead by example. Whether my own children, friends and family, or coworkers or younger employees, I find fulfillment in guiding others. Excuse me. Three is serve as a bridge. I enjoy bringing two interested parties together to explore mutually beneficial opportunities.
So let's stop you there, just because we keep moving, Mark. But I want to ask you, mentoring and teaching brings fulfillment. I would say how?
I think I need to dive into that a little bit further.
Okay.
Kind of thought that as soon as I wrote that down, I thought, well, let's dive into that. But I was trying to come up with the other ones too. Last, just travel and then play in the entertainment space somehow. Games, sports, movies, design, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I know we need to move along, so I'll just.
Well, no, I just the key of this, the reason we're sharing this is because I want to get to the real whys, and if it's something like fulfillment, like you said, there's something deeper, right?
Yep.
And I do want you guys to be as selfish as possible. It sounds like, oh my God, I'm not allowed to be selfish. This is where we're allowed to be, right? And it's like, we all act in self-interest. We all do. Right? That's the one thing you can count on in the human race is everybody will act in self-interest because that's the only thing they know. So, and even though you've had your experience, I can't know your experience because I don't live in your body. The only thing I can do is relate it to experience that I have. And I can go to, well, why would that be meaningful to you? And if I don't have that experience, I might not really empathize with you. So that's why I want to really practice this empathy and compassion and try and figure out what that is that's driving this do, be, and have. Cool. Ross, do you want to share anything?
Yeah. So I mentioned I want to work in a role that provides me travel opportunities to work closely with different geographic group teams because I'm energized by working collaboratively with diverse work groups in different settings.
Okay.
And then I also indicated that I want to provide marketing guidance to smaller businesses to bring my corporate experience and expertise to make a difference for smaller businesses. So if I'm working on a project with my brother right now for his company, so I'm really enjoying providing them with some marketing.
What are you enjoying most? Like, what do you find that's like really, lights you up?
Lights me up.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of things light me up. So I enjoy designing and creating.
But what is it? What is the why behind this design and creation, your self-expression? What are you getting out of that?
I guess I'm getting out of that. I'm bringing people joy. I'm bringing them beauty. I guess I'm getting Compliments, accolades for the work I do.
There you go. So you're getting acknowledgement. You're feeling a sense of, validation while you're here. Maybe, I don't know. It's just like I'm
Okay.
throwing words in your mouth again, but
Okay.
like,
Okay.
yeah, get into that. Like, what am I truly getting at? So what am I feeling out of this? That's making me like really enjoy it. Awesome. All right. So let's go on to the next one. Whoops, too far. Have. All right, so we're gonna take a few minutes to do the things you'd like to have. I think this is a little easier than to do. It's like what things you want to have in your life. And again, they don't have to be material. It could be relationship wise or something you're having more time. You're having more space, so you can have things that aren't necessarily material. So think broad and wide on this, and then if you can, just what you're getting out of it. All right, let's give a couple more seconds. Excuse me. All right, let's just share a couple. your top ones, so we can keep moving on this. So we got to get to the paragraph still today.
I'm happy to go first if you guys would like.
Yeah, go for it, Mark.
So 1, financial independence, freedom to do what I want with my time and resources. 2, safety and security, a safe, comfortable home for my family.
Mhm.
3 would be time to spend with my family and friends when and how we choose. 4 would be love and respect. Just validation is a big part of that. And then 5, a deeper connection with my faith, brings perspective, gives me something to look forward to, and keeps me honest. It's a
Cool.
compass.
I like all the whys. You're getting there. That's good. Nice. All
Thank
right,
you.
jump in.
Mark, time was a really good one. I had not thought about that, but I just added that. So 1, I did confidence, because I think confidence holds me back on a lot of things I want to try and do, because I don't think I'm good enough or capable of it. Not cocky level confidence, but just enough confidence in myself to put myself out there and experience new things.
Move that to your B, because you're going to be more confident.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's the state of being. That's good. Keep that one.
I will. But then I have money. I mean, money doesn't bring happiness, but it brings a lot of other stuff that won't make you necessarily happy, but easier life. Like Mark said, sense of security, all of that, happiness, because, being able to enjoy every moment and not having to constantly think about being anxious or anxiety, or if anxious or stress, even if you are, knowing how to deal with it. Freedom and time, but I haven't gone into the whys yet because I was working on these.
All good. So like I said, we're getting the structure here. Come back later and get in deeper into that. Cool. So quick part on the money. I came across this wonderful quote on money and happiness the other day. I want to share with you guys. It says, money, he who thinks that money can't buy happiness hasn't given enough away.
Yeah, that's true.
I love that one. Anyway, okay. Ross or Michael, what you got?
Can you hear me right now? I'm about having computer problems, so I don't know if I'm on.
I can hear you.
Okay. I had a lot of the same as the other guys there, but some differing reasons. Same as financial security, esteem, respect, kind of the work-life balance and that freedom of time and passion. But some of my reasons is kind of like life is short. You want to experience it.
Yeah.
Move that out of the way. Variety, reduce that anxiety, and feel happy with what you're doing. And then just that you are both, you're getting the best out of it. You're feeling fulfilled, and that people, you have that respect and everything. What you're doing is right.
I'm stealing variety. I love that. Go on my list. Thank you. Ross, what you got?
Confidence and fulfillment in my career. Retirement home in Mexico City. Respect and recognition for my talents, and time to spend with family and friends.
Cool. So confidence, like with Kaja, move that to your being. It's a state of being. It's so you got room for another one for what you're having.
I have to think about it.
All good. All right. So let's keep moving. So we're at 9:30. Ready? So the next thing is the things that you want to, oops, went too far. B, look at the things that you have down for your have and do, and think about who you need to be to get those things. Or you could just say, I'd be more confident, like you guys have mentioned. Or I want to be more focused, or I want to be more loving. I want to be more kind. I want to be, it's a state of being. And again, this is not what you're being today. You could be more of it, or you're not being it yet. It's the vision of what you want more of, or to transition into. Give it one more minute. States of being. All right. Anybody have some good ones they want to share?
I could go.
Go.
I moved confidence into B,
Okay.
but others I have, someone my family can lean on and trust. Just being the backbone of the family, not even just family, even with friends, someone they could seek help, advice, just helping them in any way I can, putting a smile on their face would put a smile on my face. Successful because even now or even back then as a kid, it's something every kid wants to be when they grow up. So I feel like it really fits this question. You want to be successful, you want to be able to live a somewhat comfortable life. Just having that perfect life that you always dreamed of as a kid. And like you said, being focused, because my problem is I take on like, let's say 4 or 5 things and I can't necessarily focus on one thing. I'm multitasking, which
Yeah.
results in not being able to finish all of them, which puts me in a bad spot. So I'd rather focus on one thing, finish it, and then move on to the next.
Excellent. Cool. And next week we'll get to your definition of success when we get into the goals.
Okay.
Good. Love it. All right. Keep it rolling.
Okay.
Go for it, Michael.
I put enthusiastic, kind of goes with focused, kind of an excitement to continue what you're doing. Kind of that, don't let yourself get too down on stuff.
Right.
Leader and expert just has that same reliant feeling. People who can look up to you and feel strong about yourself, I guess.
Mhm.
Empathetic. It's just it's the way I like to work with people, and it feels brings connections together.
Great. Awesome. Ross, what do you got? Give me a couple.
I guess I really struggle with this because I'm feeling kind of washed up, if you will. So I don't. I mean,
So let's play
maybe-
the opposite of washed up then. Like, what would you want to be instead of that?
I guess more confident, less stressed.
Great. More confident, more relaxed. So let's put it all in the positive. So confident, relaxed. What else?
Enthusiastic.
Great. Confident, relaxed, enthusiastic, all states of being. Perfect.
Okay.
And then like get into the driving why. Well, confident because I want to feel like I can do what I want to get done. I feel powerful. I feel in my center. Relaxed is just ease and flow. It's just there's less resistance. It feels good. Enthusiastic because I don't want to be bored. I want to feel like a sense of purpose or whatever else. So again, I'm putting words out there, but go deep into the why of those things. But sometimes when you can't put your finger on it, just go the opposite of what you don't want. You usually find it. All right, Mark, what you got?
Sorry, I was muted there. So one, I wanted to be a lot of similarities here. A confident person. Why I'd like to have a belief in myself as a problem solver would seem liberating.
Yep.
2, loving husband, father, and friend. My family is extremely valuable to me, and it's important to return that same value to them. Focused creator. Focus is something I've always pursued, and at times it has often felt elusive. Wise and obedient developer of my faith. I want to spend eternity with my loved ones in heaven one day.
Cool.
5, a successful 21st century male, whatever that looks like. Whatever that is.
Cool, man. Dive into that one.
Yeah.
For me, I'll just tell you for that, because I get what you're saying is like emotionally open, more conscious, self-aware, focused, understanding, compassionate, confident, self-assured, all things that, for me, allow me to connect better, move away from ego, more into the seat of my soul kind of thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. So now we get to the fun part.
Mark, quick question
Yes,
on
sir.
the B one. Does active fall into one? Can active be one?
Yeah, I mean, I want to be more active. Yeah, I want to, because do doesn't fit to do, but be more active, and then explain what do you mean by that.
Okay.
Yeah, like active how? Physically, mentally?
I think that it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Okay. And then figure out like what that looks like for you.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to tie this all together, what you want to do and have, into a single vision statement that embodies your ideal life. And again, this is, kind of your North Star. Understand it doesn't need to be perfect. This is a vision is better than no vision. So if somebody says like, what's your vision of yourself? I don't know. Or you at least have some sort of, guiding factor. And it's not set in stone. I'm going to show you mine, and I will tell you it's old. I'm going to work on it today while we're doing our stuff, and it's going to evolve over time. what you want now will be different than it is in 5 or 10 years. So simply create a working vision. Look at this as a draft, and capture the things that are most important to you. So here are a few guidelines. Don't get into the how or what if. It's like, well, how would I do that? What if this happens? It's like you're gonna just get in this downward spiral. So don't do it. Don't think along that line of what's possible or impossible. Vision can overcome really insurmountable obstacles. So if you think about like your past and where you've been and how you got to where you are, be proactive, not reactive. In other words, what you truly desire, and not what you're running away from. And give yourself permission to explore and dream. Be creative and playful, and feel positive and upbeat about this. So use your imagination to see what the results might look like when you're feeling accomplished and how you're feeling about yourself and others. And the end result. It's not the process. It's like, this is where I'm going, right? So consider physical, intellectual, social, spiritual, emotional, career aspects, and paint yourself a picture of what it could be like 5 or 10 or 20 years out. And have it highlight what matters most to you, what you stand for, what you're committed to becoming, and write it in the present tense, not I will. Write it like I am, or I do, or whatever else like that, so that your mind makes it more real as if it exists right now, because that's how we're going to step into it. So a couple of examples. Each day I uphold the value of insert values in all that I do. I'm filled with vitality, passion. When I put your passions in, we've done those before. Each week I grow in the key areas of my life, including areas of focus. I feel content and enriched each day by doing.
Mark, I think you're locking
And
up.
I'm continuing skills.
You froze up for me as well.
Template, right?
Yeah.
So one or something.
Mark, if you can hear us, I think you're freezing up.
Yeah.
Photographing and earning enough money to take courses and have time to have side passion projects while becoming a proficient surfer and yogi. I'm traveling
Sorry,
the
Mark.
world with some, yeah.
Would it be okay for you to go back, because you froze up like halfway through
Yeah.
statement number
Oh,
one?
this one?
Yeah, like you froze up after like I feel content and enriched. You like.
Great. So this is just a template that you can use and kind of like fill in the blanks if you're really drawing a blank on how to write this out for yourself, and just like insert stuff. So this is kind of like the one-on-one version. So you can literally just insert words into this. So make it easy, and just put your values, your passions, your focus, your strengths, your skills, and you'll have a baseline, and then evolve it over time. This one is just an actual one that somebody wrote, so it doesn't go along the template. It's just like saying what they want. And I started the first half up to surfer and yogi, and it says, I'm traveling the world with someone close to me. I have a big family, multiple houses around the world, as well as land and animals. And I'm a good, consistent friend, family member, keeping in touch with those I love. Now notice this person talk about how they're going to get the land or the animals or anything else like that. That's the vision, right? It's the North Star, and then the what if and the how come by what you're going to work on later. I'm a good mother, wife, an adventure and art enthusiast, working with a team of some sort of group of people engaged in common mission, interest, hobby. I own different cars for different activities, a van for traveling, a truck for off-roading, electric car. There's some material things. I'm a mentor, confident, rock to others, and bringing lights into people's world, positivity, situations, and refreshing energy. So pretty wide. A lot of stuff for this woman to do in the next 5 to 10 years, but like very clear on where she wants to be, what she wants to have, and what she wants to do. This is my old one. I will be working on this today. I'm a nationally recognized coach, speaker, and best-selling author who's consistently confident, happy, filled with inner peace. I earn multiple millions of dollars per year, helping others to click into place by enabling to discover, define, and live their life purpose. I enjoy perfect health, an abundance of stamina, energy, and vitality, live a first-class life with people I love and adore who love and adore me. I own and operate a multi-modality spiritual center in Kauai that brings people into connection with their higher consciousness and who go out and create a world filled with peace, harmony, and compassion. So I've achieved some of that. Other of that has changed. And so I'm going to work on that personally. And we'll talk about when to use it in a second. So I'm going to go back to the template because that's like the easy one. So you can start with that, or you can just, start with the stuff you wrote down and then put in because, like, in whatever, some of your whys, and start just like pulling stuff from the 3 exercises into a paragraph form in some way. So I'm going to give you guys like about 8 or 10 minutes to do this. I know that's way too little time, but let's see what you can come up with. Let's do 8 minutes, and then we'll just share a quick round of what those look like, and then we can go back and make them evolve. All right.
It doesn't have to be like a paragraph, right? Because we're just starting off. It could be like
you
full
can put
sentences.
bullets now, whatever else like that, but eventually you want to write something out where it's just like, hey, here's my vision. You can explain it to somebody like in a few sentences, paragraph.
All right.
All right. So if you want, start with this template, start with bullets. And then what we're doing is just connecting these different disparate ideas with, you know, connector words and like rolling stuff up together and, you know, just kind of smoothing stuff out.
Mark, without taking up your time too much either, I struggle with the, you know, when I first did this too, kind of a timeline on it. I
Yeah.
mean, is it, I guess what we're talking about is, you know, everyone's in different stages too of where they are and what they're doing. So, you know, what do you think of it as far as timeline, you know, the ultimate end goal of your life, or like, you know,
The ultimate end goal as of now, right?
Okay.
So it's the biggest, grandest vision of what I can think of myself now. You know, maybe in 5 years I'll decide to run for president, right? Or something like that. It'd be an even grander vision.
Mhm.
But right now, it's not something I want. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just not on the radar. So what's on the radar of like, yeah, this is where I really want to step into next.
Mhm.
You know, when I was younger, I would have liked to be a world-class athlete, right? And
Yeah.
those days have passed.
Yeah.
So that's not really on my radar anymore. But now helping others and kind of, you know, moving into that king phase, if you will, where
Yeah.
that's important to me.
I guess, is it what we ultimately want to get to, or like what I want to do with my next step, you know?
Yeah, so don't think about steps. It's like
Okay.
the end vision of your grandest vision of yourself. Like I could see
Okay.
myself running a multi-million-dollar company. I'm a huge employer. I'm
Gotcha.
a father. You know, I send my kids to school, whatever.
All right. All right.
Hopefully that helps.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you got your values and your passion and your purpose statement, you can bring those back in too. They should all align. It should start to align.
Hey, Mark, quick question.
Yes, sir.
For the vision statement, since this is my first time even hearing about it, I'm basically going off this template and I'm just filling out is that fine?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, there is no right way to do this, right? And
Okay.
your next iteration might be a little bit more custom.
Got it, yeah. Okay, cool.
Todd's around. I'm doing the same. Yeah. Same.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's makes me feel better. Thank you.
See, I got my old one. I was just like totally revising. So once you have it, you can revise it. All right. I know this is really short, so we're gonna have to jump in because I have another call in about 7 minutes. So I'll just share mine just so you see where I'm going with this. I say I'm a successful entrepreneur coach who helps others bring purpose-filled ventures into reality. I'm living an active, healthy life in my beautiful Boulder home with my loving wife and partner. I travel quarterly to destinations around the world. I have $2 million in investments, own and run an endangered animal sanctuary. I have a wonderfully warm, loving relationship with my family and friends. I'm a respected community leader who brings more consciousness and positivity to this world. So it is kind of grandiose. It is all the things that I'd love to do if I can imagine myself being a leader and a friend and a lover and all these good things. So anybody else want to throw one out there? It's all draft.
I'll go, but it's basically it's like I'm halfway.
That's fine. Yeah, like I said, I know we're rushed because doing this type of work and hour chugs and stuff, but
All right. So
Okay.
I basically said I'm a focused individual who upholds the values of respect, loyalty, and honesty in everything that I do. I am filled with kindness and passion when I get to help others achieve their goals and are achieving my own goals. Each week I grow in key areas of my life, including being more confident, someone my family can rely on, and becoming more active in my life.
wonderful. Great start. Love it. Go, Michael.
And I had a bit of a head start on this one. So I'm a respected owner of a multi-million-dollar business where I feel like what I offer really helps people in some way, brings people together and or benefits the community. I have financial security and have been able to finally build something of my own again. I'm able to succeed without being in an office at all hours. I'm able to spend plenty of time at home or taking vacation with my family and friends. I'm excited and passionate about my business, but it does not consume my life with worry. I'm respected in the industry field and someone others can turn to for support and insight in my personal life. I have the freedom to enjoy hobbies and learn new skills while still remaining focused on operating successfully. I'm happy, healthy, and feeling fulfilled at home while confident that my family is provided for.
Great. Awesome, man. Nice. Mark, you want to go? Ross? Anyone?
Yeah, I was just going to say mine's not really in a place to share just yet, but going through the first, just each day I uphold the values of money, marriage, freedom, health, career, material things, faith, love, friends, family, and education, and all that I do. Obviously, that needs to be a little cleaned up, but I see where we're going with this one, Mark, and thank you for sharing your example. That really helps kind of tie it in. The other, I think it was sample number 2, the one that the woman put together. While yes, it's long, that's really great. That really helps kind of explain this and paint the picture too. So this would be a good reference.
Cool. And yeah, make this custom to what's important to you, right?
Yeah.
Ross, I don't want to put you on the spot. You want to share anything?
No, I'm not ready to share mine yet. Sorry.
All good. Cool. All right, guys, this is good work. So just to bring it all home, it's like, when do we use this? Use it at the start of the week. Remind yourself of it. Once you get it to a place, write it down somewhere. Put it on a card, by your nightstand, at work, at your desk, whatever. Take a few minutes to connect with your vision and just to prime you for the week ahead. You will find over time you will evolve this. You're going to change words out. To be like, and hopefully you do keep something around. I still have a card that I have in my briefcase all beat up. I need to rewrite it now because it's been used a lot. So use it when you're feeling lost or confused or, kind of depressed or just out of it. And it kind of lifts you up. And then, whenever you're feeling distracted, just like literally pause and review your vision statement. And then when you feel part of you questioning the purpose and meaning of your life, remind yourself that you have created a personal meaning and return to your vision statement. So like, again, this is kind of like a rock for you, and we're all men on this. We're expected to be rocks. So this is like the rock for the rock and to really ground you. And if you have questions along the way, feel free to reach out. I will send the notes from this out today, the presentation, the samples. I can actually maybe find a couple more samples to throw in there for you guys. That'd be helpful. And then we'll revisit this next week, maybe share before we get on the call about doing the goals. Sound good?
I had a quick question on the vision statement.
Yeah.
So even let's say our goals, even when we haven't achieved them, we should write I am or I achieved this. It's like kind of like speaking into existence, right? Even if it hasn't happened, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So just imagine, think of it like this. World-class athletes who break a world record that has never been run, jumped, swam, thrown before. How do they do it? Vision, right? They have to envision themselves doing it before they actually do it. So it's the same thing in life. You have to envision it before you step into it.
I wasn't just sure to actually write it down or just keep it in the head. Okay.
Yeah, no, write it down.
Writing it down. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is for you, man. If you don't feel comfortable sharing with anybody else, then don't. If you feel like this is your baby and it feels like kind of, people taking pot shots at it, they don't share it, and that's fine.
That makes it easier. Then that makes the vision statement a little easier because you have a lot more to work with.
Yeah. And we're sharing here today in confidence and and supportive and so forth like that. So if you don't feel comfortable sharing with anybody else, then don't. This is yours.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, because some people might laugh at me like, "What are you talking about? Multimodality thing? Why?" Oh, then I'll feel bad.
No.
So this is a safe haven where we can express ourselves and not have judgment and so forth. So thank you guys for being open and authentic today and sharing. I really, really, really appreciate that. We could all be like, "No, I'm not gonna share," and you guys all shared. So I really, really appreciate all of you. And I'll send this out, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care.